What's up, everybody? Just got back from the Chattanooga cruise-in at Coker Tire and the surrounding areas. It was a good time. I was actually going to be bringing my GoPro, my camera here, along for the ride, and I had all my little mounts and everything, and got down there and I was setting everything up, only to realize I forgot to install a memory card. I was a little pissed. Then I get down there, and it's such a crowded cluster crap that I had nowhere to park. I couldn't even pull my car, my old heavy Chevy there, I couldn't even pull it into the car show because the fire marshal, fire chief, whatever, shut the event down because there was so much parking. There was what was it, too many cars per person or something, not enough. It couldn't get in there with a fire truck or something. I forget what it was. I mean, it was retarded, stupid. But they ended up having to park like 2 blocks over. It was just a big cluster. But it's still a good time. A lot of cars, a lot of cool stuff I haven't never seen before. It's always a good time though when you get down there. But anyway, I got back here, and it just looking at all that cool stuff. There's a couple sand rails down there I looked at, and some awesome bugs and all kinds of cars. There was all kinds of stuff down there. Everything from, I don't know, Honda Civic to hundreds of thousands of dollar rare cars that are in the museum that you can see. I mean, it was just so much stuff to look at. I didn't even look at everything. I was done. I was tired. I wanted to get home and start on my projects. When you look at everything, you just want to get home. To me, I want to get home and start on stuff. But got some packages in the mail today, actually. I got these for my aluminum wheels. They go on your wheels. Well, they go on your lug nuts like this. The flat side goes towards the wheels, and this goes towards your lug nuts. I got longer lug nuts ordered. These are too short. I got to get some longer ones. They should be here next week sometime. But that's what that does. I got a bunch of those in the mail. I finally got this in the mail. My new converter. It's the Reese brand. Don't buy the Hopkins garbage. Get the Reese brand. So I got that in the mail. I tested it. It actually works. Believe it or not. That's crazy. Let's see, what else did I get in the mail? I got my tires in the mail. These are going to be my new rear tires. These are Mastercraft Avenger GT tires. They're cheap. I went with these because they're cheap. They're 275 60-15s. They're going to go on my new aluminum wheels when I get them. They should be here next week sometime. They're a lot smaller than what was on there. See if I can't get a comparison. Ugh. Thing's so heavy. Let's see if I can do it. Maybe like that. You can see the difference there. They're a lot smaller, but that's okay. I mean, for these tires are, push that over that way. Ugh, there. These tires, those 2 tires are less than $200 for the pair. So, hey, I don't care. I mean, they're smaller. They're a lot cheaper. I may go with a 311050 next. I don't know. Got some parts, got some stuff to do. Let's get started. I'm going to try to get as much as I can done today. It's already late in the day anyway, but we'll get some stuff started. We're back the next day here. I've been doing some work on her this morning. This brake line was leaking, and my dang bubble flare brake tool broke, which is awesome. So I'm using one of these little bubble thingy bobbers, little adapter pieces or whatever. This little bubble flared in, you put that in there, and you take your brake line and you just screw it in there with another one with a regular flare. So did that, fixed that little leak. No more leaks. I fixed my cutter brakes now also. They're ready to go. They work perfect. I ended up, it was just right here, there's a brass piece that goes in there, and it was rusted up and you couldn't even move it on that side hardly. So took that apart, cleaned it up, and put it all back together. It works perfect. I'll save my other one though, just in case I do need it. But right now I'm working on my brake line lock. I'm going to put it in right here. I got a piece of steel here I'm thinking about using. It might be too thick though. So I'm going to make a little bracket so I can mount it in line right there. And bada bing, bada boom, I'll have brake line locks, and we'll bleed the whole brake system again and check everything out, make sure there's no leaks. Alright, we're doing an update here. I got my line lock plumbed in. I got a bracket made. I painted it, letting it dry, and we'll get that bolted in here shortly. I got these updated billet brackets, black brackets here for my turn signals. These are updated. These are aluminum billet, a whole lot better than the plastic garbage that I had. But I'm having to make these little bolts right here, these little custom bolts. If you can see, it's a little crooked, but it'll buff out. So I'm having to make these. I'm just taking a bolt and cutting another bolt and welding them together right here so they'll work. So this will screw into here like so, and then I'll take this, my light, screw it on there, and then they'll be like right here. So that's what I'm working on. Try to get that done. This stuff takes a little bit because you got to cut a bolt, do this, measure that, and all that fun stuff. But getting that done, and we'll move on to something else. Well, next update, I got my bolts painted. As you can see, I have them stuck in nuts. They're sitting here drying. Let those cure for a while. They're all tacky. I bled my brakes. I used my little vacuum hand pump thing, and I bled my brakes. They're all good and tight. Everything about them works. Glad all that works again. I got rear disc brakes now. I got my line lock in, so I have e-brake. In case you guys are wondering how it works, right now you can see the tire spins. Well, I'm spinning both of them, but you can see it spins. What you do is you mash your brake pedal, hold it down, and you push the line lock in. Let's see if I can't do that. Let me set the camera down just for a second. Alright, I'm mashing the brake pedal down. I'm going to take and push the line lock, let off the pedal. Line lock stays down, as you can see. So then you come back here to the brakes, and I can't spin them. They're on. So both sides are that way because I obviously can't spin it. So that's how line lock works, and if you want to undo it, you can either pull up on it or mash your brake pedal, and it goes right back to working. So got that installed. It took a little while. That little bracket took forever, actually. For some reason, it took longer than it should. But I got it all in there mounted. It's all good to go, so I'm pretty excited about that. So now I got a kind of an e-brake. I don't know if I've ever shown you guys this or not, but every time it rains here, as you can see, the flood, it was all the way up here to my neighbor's corner of their garage here. This happens every time it rains really hard. This morning it rained. It just floods out our backyard. Guess I got me a project to do soon. Here's the other side of his garage here. As you can see, it is just a raging river. And this is in his backyard right there. We try to get the county to come out here and fix our problem, to help dig out the creek because it's just so full of trees and stuff in there, and they won't do it. So I guess we're going to have to cut out all this and build a levee or something, because this is all creek, and you can see it coming in over there. It's unreal. Happens like this every time it rains. Got my turn signals mounted. I put these little stud things I made in there, and I put some Loctite on it and screwed my turn signals on there. Let's see how long those last. I think they look pretty cool down there. You know, you definitely will still see them because they're pretty bright. So got that done. Got the brakes bled like you saw earlier. So I got a few things done on it. Not as much as I was hoping, but I had to go upstairs and fix some light fixtures for my dad and stuff like that. It is what it is. You got to do what you got to do to help out. And I changed out some bulbs down here that were burned out too. One of them burned out when I was in the middle of working on that. It's amazing how dark it gets down here, but got that done. I guess I want to call it a day. Thank you for all you new subscribers and everybody viewing my stuff. I appreciate it. If you're just now watching this, click that subscribe button. Let's build something together. And like I've been saying too, also, build your dreams and live your dreams. You don't know how long you're here on this earth, so get out there and do what you've always wanted to do, as long as you can afford it. Catch you guys and the gals in the next one.